Thank you. That was a lot of woos. This is good. It's good to be here. I like Indianapolis because I grew up in a small town. I grew up in the kind of small town you have nothing else to brag about, so you just brag about how small the town is. You know what I mean? It's like, hey, we had 25 people in my graduating class, or like my parents shared a parent. You know? Yeah, you know, like we had one stop sign in the whole town, or like we all murdered that drifter and got away with it. Yeah, we're just securing a good harvest, just farmer stuff, you know. My personal small town brag is I went to prom at a truck stop, because that's allowed in the USA. I was like, why are we here? Was the Jiffy Lube busy? What the fuck? But I did. I went to prom at a truck stop, and I loved it because it kept pretending like it was normal. Like we had a theme, right? Like proms have themes: Enchantment Under the Sea, 1001 Arabian Nights. Those are good prom themes for normal proms. My prom's theme was Diesel Be the Memories. Are you shitting me? The year after that was Unleaded Love. The one after that was Teen Pregnancy, but that wasn't unplanned. We didn't plan for that theme. I liked it, even though it was like low rent, surprising. Cheap, prom, truck stop, weird, right? Like we had fold out, it was wild, like it was nuts. Like even the videographer he had like an AC/DC t-shirt, a big beard, bigger camera, like it was not good. And I was like, oh, we have the cheapest videographer I've ever seen. And then halfway through the night, I see him being escorted out by his elbow. And then I realized we didn't have a videographer. Yeah, we just had a trucker with a camera and a dream. I will say there was... Thank you. There was one upside to going to prom at a truck stop, and that was if you didn't have a date, you could get one. You could just run around back. Yeah, use lot. Some people say lot lizards. We called them prostitutes. And I'm here to tell you, she had some perks. And she had some Percocets, and she was trying to sell them. I'm like embedded with it. Like I can't get rid of like the small town. I haven't lived there in years, like 2 decades, but like it's in me. Like I got this thing. I got a condition called resting hell yeah brother face. That's why I smile a lot. It hurts that you laughed, but it was thank you. If you guys don't know what resting hell yeah brother face is, that's when dudes in Kid Rock t-shirts are really excited to tell you their secret thoughts. It's wild. It happens all the time. I was at a bar the other day, and this guy, he didn't even look at me. It was like he could just smell how white I was. Right? He was just like, sunscreen. Dave Matthews Band. Open mouth kissing dogs. Right? Like just... Oh, you didn't like that, white people? I've seen Instagram. Because this dude just turns around, and the first thing he says to me, he just goes, hey man, I don't think bisexual people are real. I think they're just pretending. Like, I got kind of mad. I was like, you think they're pretending? I was like, all right, dog, when was the last time you pretended so hard you sucked a dick? Like I play Dungeons and Dragons twice a week, which means I play pretend 2 times a week, and I've never once rolled a 1 and had to fuck a dragon, right? I rolled a 20 and I earned it. Am I right, guy? What up? Yeah, give it to me. Yeah, right. I did. I told him that. I'm not afraid to talk shit to like idiot dudes at bars because I took small town karate. Yeah, small town karate is when you have a sensei, Chuck. Yeah, who does not let you forget the sensei either. was like, hey Chuck, he goes, it's Sensei. I'm like, I don't think it is. Like the back of his gi said Party City. Like, that's not... He'd always say his hands were registered, but he never said his weapons, right? Like that's I was like, Chuck, you ever kill a man? And he was like, once, DUI. But they say the goal of karate is to never use karate, which is convenient because I don't think Chuck knew karate. Because one time I was like, hey, Sensei, what do I do if the attacker pulls out a gun? And she goes, hell, brother, I don't know. Oh, shit, pull out your gun, you know? I was like, pulling out a gun's not karate. And he goes, it is if you go, hyo! In more recent news, I got married, which is good. I like it. Thank you. A little bit about my wife. She's actually bisexual, which, yep, I think it makes me a quarter gay on her side. So that's... Yeah. Some people are doing the math. They're like, it checks out. It's good. Well, I like my wife, too, which I found out is kind of weird. I've heard a lot of dudes be like, my wife is such a bitch, you know? And I'm like, yeah, I'm sure you had nothing to do with that. But I like her. She's an engineer, which is cool with me. I like that. She makes, yeah, she's not here. But no, she makes way more money than me, which I'm a fan of, which is cool with me, you know? Yeah, you're right. Shut the fuck up. But yeah, that's, but yeah, you're cool with it. A lot of old dudes aren't cool with it. A lot of old dudes are like, your wife makes more money than you. Don't you feel emasculated? And we're like, nah, dog. I like Pokemon and knitting, so you can't kill what's already dead. You know? And to top things off, she bought a house. Not we. She bought a house, and I get to live in that house. And all I had to do was like eat pussy and listen, right? It's really good. Yeah. Brings a new meaning to eat the rich. We got a plaque in the house. It just says live, laugh, lick, labia. All right, guys. Hey, thank you very much. I'm Tyson Cox. Have a great night.